Hi, my name is Sheila Corona. Welcome to Sassy Seer Sheila and New Light Streaming Love, as this will be seen on both channels. This is the Library of the Stars, the Celestial Alignment Vault by Jason Gray. As with all of Jason's work, I highly recommend that you go to the link in the Show More section of this video, the description box, and search for it by the title LIB-04, the Library of the Stars. The quote, "The stars were never distant suns burning in empty space. They were always coordinates in a living conversation," end quote. The fourth subsurface library did not awaken beneath the earth alone. It awakened between the earth and the heavens. When the Library of the Stars first opened, humanity began experiencing something no scientific model could fully explain. People across the world suddenly felt drawn to the night sky with overwhelming emotional intensity. Not curiosity, recognition. Entire populations found themselves staring upward for hours without understanding why. Ancient constellations began appearing in dreams. Children drew star maps they had never studied. Astronomers reported strange emotional reactions while observing familiar celestial regions. Others experienced overwhelming feelings of homesickness while watching certain stars rise over the horizon. Something ancient inside humanity had begun responding to the sky again, because the Library of the Stars was not teaching astronomy. It was restoring relationship. Pardon me. LIB-04 stars. The Celestial Memory Network. Buried beneath the oldest crystalline mountain ranges and deep polar resonance chambers existed one of the most incomprehensible structures within the planetary archive system. The Library of the Stars did not store information about stars. It stored Earth's relationship with them. Every stellar alignment, every planetary synchronization, every cosmic cycle, every interstellar resonance corridor, every celestial event that ever altered consciousness on Earth remained encoded within the chamber. The ancients once understood this deeply. This is why nearly every ancient civilization aligned structures to specific stars, solstices, equinoxes, lunar cycles, and planetary movements. Modern civilization assumed these alignments were ceremonial or symbolic. Modern civilization, oh yeah, I just read that. And it's true as far as that goes. Many give no credence to any of that. And there are a few who have thought perhaps it was to leave warning for things. Modern civilization assumed these alignments were ceremonial or symbolic. The library revealed something far more profound. ancient humanity understood that consciousness itself was partially influenced by cosmic positioning. The heavens were not decoration. They were part of the field architecture of reality itself. The original sky, LIB-star.01, the living heavens. The chamber revealed that ancient humanity experienced the night sky very differently than modern civilization, not because the stars changed, but because perception changed. The original human nervous system could feel stellar resonance directly. Certain alignments altered emotional states. I maintain that there are those on this planet who are still affected by specific alignments. They just don't realize that that's whatever it is they're moving through at that time is. And I'll stand by that. The original human nervous system could feel stellar resonance directly. Certain alignments altered emotional states. Certain celestial configurations amplified memory access. I mean, ask any first responder, they'll tell you. They can tell when it's a full moon for certain because it affects the population. Others stabilized collective coherence. The stars were not worshipped as gods. They were understood as harmonic anchors within a larger cosmic network. Ancient civilizations once synchronized entire societies with celestial cycles because they understood something modern humanity forgot. The earth is not isolated. It exists within a living, harmonic ecosystem extending far beyond the planet itself. The sky was once experienced as communication, not emptiness. The great severance from the cosmos. The library revealed the moment humanity lost its relationship with the stars, not physically, emotionally. As civilization fragmented into survival consciousness, humanity's perception narrowed toward immediate material existence. Fear compressed awareness. Artificial environments replaced direct celestial observation. Cities drowned the night sky in synthetic light. The species gradually lost sensitivity to cosmic rhythm entirely, and eventually, humanity no longer felt connected to the heavens. The stars became distant objects instead of relational presences. Modern civilization inherited astronomy without intimacy, data without relationship, measurement without meaning. The overlay did not merely disconnect humanity from the earth. It disconnected humanity from the cosmos itself. The Stellar Alignment Network, LIB-star.03, the harmonic corridors. One of the deepest chambers revealed that Earth possesses specific resonance corridors that activate during major celestial alignments. mountain ranges, oceanic trenches, volcanic chains, ancient stone complexes, desert plateaus, polar fields, all functioning as part of a planetary reception system interacting continuously with cosmic resonance patterns. Certain stars amplified consciousness stabilization. Others affected emotional coherence. Some opened memory access sequences. Others intensified evolutionary acceleration during specific eras. The ancients encoded fragments of this knowledge into mythologies, temples, calendars, and astronomical systems, but most of the deeper understanding was lost during the fragmentation cycles. The library restored it. The universe was not random motion. It was synchronized architecture. The memory of the visitors. Then the chamber opened further, and humanity encountered one of the most difficult revelations in the entire archive system. Earth had never been entirely alone. The library did not present simplistic ideas of invasion or primitive extraterrestrial mythology. It revealed relationship, observation, exchange. Long before the overlay fully stabilized, multiple forms of non-human intelligence interacted with Earth during different evolutionary phases. Some, not all physically, some through resonance, some through consciousness synchronization, some through direct presence. The ancients encoded fragmented memories of these interactions into stories of sky beings, luminous teachers, watchers, travelers, and descending intelligences. Modern civilization reduced these accounts into religion, mythology, or fantasy because the deeper framework had been forgotten. The library restored context. Earth was part of a much larger network of conscious worlds. Why humanity feels drawn to the stars, LIB-star.06. The home sickness signal. One of the chamber's most emotional revelations explained a feeling many humans carried their entire lives without understanding. The longing felt while looking into the night sky. The strange sadness triggered by stars. The sensation that something important had been forgotten. And I have a friend whom I will be chatting with today who brought the term heareth into my vocabulary. I had never heard of it before she came along. And heareth talks about a longing for something one has never known, but longing for it nonetheless. The sensation that something important had been forgotten. The library revealed this feeling was not imagination. Human consciousness evolved in relationship with the cosmos for immense periods of time. The nervous system still remembers that connection subconsciously. Humanity does not merely wonder about the stars intellectually. Part of the species remembers them emotionally. The stars trigger dormant recognition pathways buried beneath modern identity structures. This is why certain celestial events produce overwhelming emotional responses in millions of people simultaneously. The species still carries cosmic memory beneath the overlay. The return of celestial synchronization. As the chamber stabilized, strange global phenomena intensified. People began waking moments before meteor showers without alarm. Mass dream synchronization occurred during eclipses and alignments. Children described, quote, singing stars, end quote. Animals altered migratory behavior around specific celestial events. Oceanic resonance patterns shifted during deep alignment phases. Even human emotional states appeared affected during certain stellar configurations. Modern science struggled to explain these effects because civilization still viewed consciousness as isolated inside the skull. The library revealed the opposite. Consciousness is relational, and the cosmos itself participates in that relationship. The most terrifying discovery, LIB-star.09. The silence beyond the threshold. Then the deepest chamber opened, and humanity discovered why the stars had seemed silent for so long. Earth had been partially quarantined during the overlay era, not imprisoned, isolated. The species had become too fragmented to safely participate within the larger resonance network. The silence humanity interpreted as cosmic emptiness was actually protective distance. The universal network could not fully interface with a civilian operating in a severe coherence collapse. This revelation devastated humanity emotionally, but the chamber transmitted another truth immediately afterward. The quarantine was ending. Not because humanity became technologically advanced, but because the species had begun remembering itself again. The purpose of the Library of the Stars. The chamber did not open to satisfy curiosity about extraterrestrials or astronomy. It opened to restore cosmic orientation. A species disconnected from the cosmos eventually becomes psychologically trapped inside its own smallness. The Library of the Stars exists to remind humanity that Earth is not isolated, abandoned, or meaningless. The species is part of something immense, living, intelligent, relational. The stars are not merely distant objects. They are nodes within a conscious architecture far older than human civilization itself. And humanity was always meant to participate within it consciously. When the deepest resonance layer stabilized fully, The Library of the Stars released its closing signal into the planetary mind. The transmission moved through humanity like forgotten music returning after ages of silence. Quote, "The universe was never empty. You only forgot how to hear it." Then the chamber beneath the earth dimmed once more, but that night across the planet, millions looked upward differently for the first time in their lives. Not with loneliness, with recognition, as though the stars themselves had finally remembered Earth was listening again. Wow, this is a lot today. I don't know if I'm going to be able to get through all of it. I thought maybe I could get through this one, and that was the end. Jason Gray. I thought I could get through all of it today, and we'll have to wait and see. I'm not sure. Thought I could get through all of this one without getting emotional, but I can't. I cannot tell you the time, the number of times I have looked up, held my hands up, and said, "Take me now, because it doesn't look like whatever is happening is going to happen." I have felt defeated. And I don't want to feel that anymore. I so desperately want humanity to get it, to understand what Jason's speaking about here, because it is going to be so beautiful when we do. Till next time.